will begin on our class on this beautiful day. All right, find your chairs. And so yes, we just had our 4th of July yesterday, and it brings to mind the independence that this country that we live in, and we have this freedom. And sometimes I feel like we don't feel like we have freedom, but when you look at other countries, of course we do, right? So just sending out compassion. I was at a gathering yesterday, and there are people talking about how they unfriended this person that they've been a friend with for, decades because of the political situation. And what brought to my mind is that, my wise teacher always says, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And you really think about that, when we really feel strongly about something and we're like really trying to convince somebody else, and they're just not going to be convinced. I mean, sometimes they're willing to listen, many times no. And so just leave it, like, just don't engage, just be, have dispassion along with compassion and go about your day. Don't lose your happiness over somebody else's strong opinions, right? So we're going to do a little practice today with that, dispassion, compassion, and also do a little stretching for our feet. So let's begin. Finding your chairs, sitting up nice and tall. Good. And let's take a nice big breath in and let it go. Good. Another big breath in and breathe out. Let's close our eyes if you haven't already and come into this space. Yeah. So we're going to say the sound there's 3 separate sounds in the sound of Om. So we're just going to take 3 breaths, and the first exhale, we're going to say the sound Ah. Second is Oo. And the third, we're just going to touch our lips together and hum it out. All right. So let's take a nice breath in. Breathe out. Nice, just for a cleansing breath. And then take a breath in for this sound. And then take another big breath in for the sound of oo. Ooh. Notice where you feel it in your body as you're oohing the breath out. And another breath in. And just hum it out. And relax the breath. Now we're going to do a few what's called straw breaths. So, exhaling the exhale breath, extending the exhale. It was our country's birthday yesterday. So we'll blow out the candles of on the cake of our country. Yeah, so we're going to take a breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, like you're blowing out candles, just blow it out. Try to get each and every candle to blow out, and then relax. And again, big breath in and blow it out. And one more big breath in and blow. Extend that exhale as long as you can. And then relax your breath now. Just come into this space for this hour and taking care of ourselves. And then when you're feeling ready and complete, and gently flutter your eyes open. Good. And bringing your hands down onto your lap, a nice tall spine. Good. And then on an inhale breath, turn your head over to the right, just to where it stops. And exhale forward. And inhale over to the left. and forward. Now we're going to be more fluid here. So we're going to inhale to the right and exhale to the left. And inhale to the right. And each time you go back, turn, maybe try turning just a little bit further. Yeah. And just loosen up your neck here, side to side. Good. And now the next time that you turn to the right, you'll pause and take nice, long, deep breaths here. Good. With each inhale breath, see if there's a little bit more space to turn. And then on your next exhale breath, slowly bring your head back forward. And on an inhale breath, slowly turn over to the other side, to the left. Shins parallel to the floor. Find your breath. And then on an inhale breath, see if you can turn a little bit more. And then exhale, slowly bring your head back forward. Nice opening of the neck. Good. Nice tall spine, lift the heart slightly. Slide your hands up a little higher on your lap so that your shoulders go back just a little bit. Feel that opening right in our heart. This allows us to take deeper breath. On an inhale breath, just tilt the chin up slightly. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And inhale, lift the chin up. And exhale, drop your chin to your chest. We're going to pause here. Just a couple head rolls now. So on an inhale breath, roll your head over to the right. Press into your feet to bring the head up and back slightly. And exhale, relax over to the left and forward. Feel free to close your eyes. Do 2 more rotations slowly on this side. Noticing how your neck feels. Yeah, so it's a little bit chillier today, and that can cause us to be a little bit more, maybe we were a little chilly this morning, so our body tends to tense up. Let's see if the neck feels that as well, and maybe not. Next time you come forward, pause, and then you're going to reverse. Do a few rolls back. Other side. Whichever side you were going, just reverse that circle. Nice and slow. Smile on the face, just enjoying the fact that we're here and we're stretching and we're taking care of our bodies and we're just getting some wisdom of this practice. Divine compassion and dispassion. Next time the head comes forward, pause. Press down into your feet, slowly bring the body back up. The head back up rather, and the chest, yeah. And then relax your arms down alongside your body. Press down into your feet and reach your shoulders up to your ears. Big breath in and exhale. Just let the shoulders relax down. And press down into your feet. Inhale, lift the shoulders. And exhale. Good. And one more time, inhale, press into your feet, lift your shoulders and pause here. And hold the breath if you can. And when you need to exhale, let it out. Let's do little baby rolls here to relax the shoulders. Move forward. Yeah, good. And wiggle it out. All right, so arms down. We're gonna do a little step with our feet here. Scoot back so you can maybe see my feet. Yeah. So our feet carry us wherever we're going. We need to take care of our feet. And like everything, as we age, our toes start to get stiff and all that. So I want you to bring your awareness, find our nice tall spine and bring your awareness to the bottom of your feet. Most of us probably have our shoes on, right? And if you don't, that's cute. Yeah. So if we have our shoes on, we probably have socks on. So what I want you to picture is that you're lifting your toes and then you're going to drop your toes in your shoes and drag your sock back. Yeah, as far as you can. And then lift your toes back up, and then drop your toes and drag your toes along the bottom of your shoes. And relax, lift the toes up, relax the feet down. And then let's just keep doing that. Or it's also like if you have a penny underneath the pads of your toes and you're sliding the penny back towards the ball of your foot. Nice and slow, just getting some exercise. This is really nice to do. All these are nice to do without shoes on. Yeah. Let's do one more. Slide that penny back. Yeah. Good. How are your toes feeling? You do this a few times, like 8 to 10 times. Yeah, and one more. And you start to feel the strengthening happening in your toes. And then relax your toes, just wiggle them out. All right, now all 4 toes are still gently pressing down into the bottoms of your shoes. I want you to just lift your big toe up as high as you can. Press the other 4 toes down. And then release. And now press your big toe down and try to lift. You keep that big toe down and try to lift your other toes. I can do it on one side. I can't really do it on the other. And then release the toes. And now press the 4 toes down. Lift your big toes. That's easy, right? We can lift our thumbs while we're at it. And then release. And now press that big toe down and try to lift the other toes up. That's challenging. This is really working. This is working a lot of muscles and tendons and things in your foot. Okay, and now wiggle out your toes, relax, good. Keeping that nice tall spine, good. Let's bring our legs, our feet just a little bit wider apart than hip distance. And we're gonna lift our toes up. We're gonna pivot our toes out and drop them down. And then we're gonna lift our toes up as high as we can. We're gonna pivot them all the way in. Maybe they come to touch, maybe not, and then drop them down like we're pigeon-toed. Inhale, lift the toes, pivot on your heels out and drop. And lift your toes, pivot in and drop. One more, lift the toes, pivot out. Maybe you go a little bit further and drop and lift and pivot them in and drop. And now just lift the toes and bring the feet straight back forward. Good. And then we're just going to shake, shake, shake it out. Shake out your feet. Yes. And now we're going to extend our legs forward. You can keep your knees bent. Maybe it's more comfortable to scoot a little forward in your chair. Good. And now we're just going to point and flex our feet. So point your toes, drop your toes down towards the floor. Maybe even the balls of the feet hit the floor. Yeah. And then we're going to lift the toes up and reach them back towards your knees. And then drop them down. Just point the toes. Yeah. And then flex up. Give it your 100%. Point your toes down, drop your toes. Good. And flex them up. And point down. Good. And flex them up. Good. And then release, relax. Slide one foot back, slide the other foot back. We're going to get the top of our feet here. So we're going to take this right foot, start to slide it back. You come up onto the ball of your foot and see if you can tuck that foot underneath your chair. So you're coming to the top of your foot is looking to be parallel to the floor. Yeah. And once you have that and you're comfortable, lift your chest, reach your arms forward and up. And breathe. Yeah. Stretching the top of our foot. Good. And then release your hands down. Good. Take your right hand and help to bring that foot back to next to the left. Now start to slide your left foot back. Heel comes up as you slide further. Flip your top of the foot down towards the floor and your knee down towards the floor. Yeah. Good. Just do your best here. I know we have shoes, some of us clunky shoes. And then inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Stretch up. Good. And then exhale, relax the arms down. Good. And then take that left hand and just help to guide that left leg out from underneath your chair. Good. And then just do a little tapping, a little running in our chair. Yeah. Good. And relax. And just wiggle out the legs. Go from the inside to the outside of the feet. Roll them in and out. Good. And relax. Ah, good. How do your feet feel? Good. All right. Relax the arms down alongside the body. We'll give our feet a little break. Yeah, good. And then just open and close your hands here. Just getting some blood flow and so that the fingers don't think we forgot about them. Because we're focusing our attention on the toes. Good. And relax. And on an inhale breath now, just float your arms out to either side and bring your arms into a cactus. Yeah, good. And then lift your heart and look up and reach your upper arms back and breathe. These long, slow, deep breaths. So when we open up our heart, we open up this chest area, right? Our solar plexus and our heart chakra. That allows us to easily tap into compassion. Yeah. And then release the head forward. Good. We're going to stretch the arms out to either side. Good. And then we're going to open and close our fists here. And then stretch your fingers out, and we're going to drop the fingers down and lift them up. And drop them down and lift them up. And down and up. Good. We're going to come back to cactus pose here. We're going to really open up our shoulders here with eagle arms. So take a nice big breath in, and as you exhale, slowly bring your arms forward. Good. And then drop your left arm a little bit and bring your right arm on top of the left. If you can, cross, yeah, right above the elbows. Yeah, good. And then if it's available to you, take that left hand to the inside of the right hand. You can even grab onto the right thumb with your left fingers. Yeah. And if this is feeling like too much or you have shoulder injury, just grab your shoulders. Yeah. If you are up in eagle arms here now, when you get your arms, yeah, you can even just keep the backs of your hands together if that works better for you, or you can, interlace and grab that palm. Once you have your arms here, start to reach your arms away from your face till you find this incredible stretch in that upper part of your back, that middle part, up and middle part, thoracic spine area. So just try to find that sweet spot. Good. If you're feeling like you could use a little bit more stretch, you can try lifting your arms up a little higher and even look up towards the sky. Yeah, that's an option. And don't stop breathing. 2 more breaths here. This nice stretch for our body. And then exhale, relax the elbows to start to relax the upper arms down onto your chest. And then if you are holding on, unlace. Good. And then drop your hands, drop your arms. Good. And then ever so slowly untie yourself. And then it might feel nice to just float your arms out, relax your shoulders down, and gently reach your arms out to either side. Good. And then slowly relax the arms all the way down. Nice, good. And roll out the shoulders. Yeah, just opening up this whole front and back of our heart. Yeah, good. All right, we're gonna do the other side with our eagle arms. So on an inhale breath, just float your arms up. Again, gently bend the elbows, come into your cactus pose. Good. And then lift the heart and look up. Exhale, bring your gaze back forward. Good, and now start to move the arms in. Yes, and this time we're gonna drop that right arm and bring the left arm on top of the right at the elbows. And good. And then bringing the hands. You can either grab your hand, you can grab the thumb, you can hold on to your shoulders here. Yeah. And if you're here, once you have this eagle arm, stretch the arms forward if you have that space. Yeah. And breathe. Don't stop breathing. For 2. For 1. Good. And then on your next exhale breath, relax your arms onto your chest. Slowly unlace your hands and then drop your hands. Coming out of this slowly. This is a pretty intense stretch. Good. And then once down here, again, relax the shoulders. Might feel nice to just stretch long. Yeah. And then release and relax the arms. Just let them float down. Good. Nice, nice, nice. And roll out your shoulders. Yeah. And roll your shoulders forward. Good. All right. We're scooted forward in our chair a little bit. If you want to scoot a little bit more forward in your chair. Yeah. We're going to bring your legs out wide. Good. And find a nice tall spine. I'm going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to drop our belly forward and slowly come over to one side. Hold on to your knees to go back, tuck your belly in, and then to the other side and forward. Just slow rotations here. Keep the spine straight. We're feeling that shift from one hip bone to the other on your chair. Good. Then the next time that the body comes forward, pause and reverse. Go the opposite direction. Good. Good. And the next time that the body comes forward, we're going to pause here. And now we're going to bring our elbows onto our thighs. Your feet are planted on the floor. Fingers are nice and loose. You can look down between your hands, coming into a little bit of a forward fold here. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, if you feel like it, just let the head drop down, the crown of the head drop down. Yes, bringing some nice blood flow into the head, blood flow into the face. Whole upper part of the body. If it's in your practice and you feel like you're open, you feel free to drop your fingers one at a time, your hands to the floor. But unless they reach the floor, don't let them hang here. That's a lot of pressure on the back. So that's just an option. Breathe. For 2, 1. Good. And now bring the right hand onto your thigh, the left hand onto your thigh. Press down into your thighs and slowly bring your body back up. Good. All right. So we're going to just toe heel your feet one time. We're going to shorten the width of our legs here. Now we're going to take the right hand and reach it, just grab onto this left thigh. Relax the left arm down, turn the left palm out. Press down into your feet, spine gets tall, reach the arm out and up, coming into a side bend here. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, stretch those fingers a bit higher. Yeah. And take another breath in, and exhale, grab onto this thigh, reach up and lean over. Keep this left arm straight, the elbow straight. Good. And just come over to where it's comfortable for you. It's always nice to draw that belly back to protect your low back. Good. If it's available to you, now that our neck is nice and open, you can turn and look underneath that left arm and breathe. Find your breath. 2, and for 1. And now press down into your feet. Slowly bring your body back up. Bring your gaze back forward and exhale, release that left arm down. Stretching out our spine here. And then come back to center. Good. Now take the left hand across to the right thigh, right arm down, turn the palm out. Using your feet, press down into your feet as you float that right arm out and up. Okay, and then you can always be in cactus here for your shoulder. Take a breath in and exhale, stretch up a little more. Good. And then inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach up and lean over. Good. And again, keeping that elbow straight, arm in line with the ear. Helps sometimes when you turn your gaze underneath that arm, so to the right on this side, and breathe. Good. Feeling that expansion on that right side, the right ribs, the right lung, the right underarm lymphatic system. Yeah. And then press down into your feet. Slowly bring the body back up. Slowly turn your head back forward and exhale, relax the arm down. Good. And bring your hands to either side on your lap here. Good. And shake it up. Let's heel toe now. Let's toe heel and toe heel. Your feet back together. That toe heel is really nice strengthening for our ankles as well. Good. All right. Let's shake, 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 shake it out. Shake out any tension that we might have built up there. Yeah. And then we're going to make our way to a stand. Yeah. So we're forward in our chair, which is a good place to be when you're going to stand up out of a chair, especially like a soft chair, you know, like a couch or a stuffed chair. Instead of trying to get out from, you know, behind, when you're back in it, is to scoot forward a little bit, lean forward, press into your feet, and make it slow, nice slow stand. Come to a stand here. Good. And then we'll meet the back of the chair here. And let's just move around. So we've been sitting for about a half hour. Yeah. So let's just get the body moving, shaking, rocking and rolling. Good. And shake, shake, shake. Yeah. Good. All right. And let's come to our mountain pose. So tummy tucks in, kneecaps lift, palms are forward, so shoulders are gently back, chin tucked back slightly, looking straight ahead. Nice tall mountain pose. Yes, so beautiful. Good. And then on an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Stretch up tall. Once your arms are up, press down into your feet, reach up with your hands, and then turn the palms out and exhale. Just let the arms float down. Good. And then inhale one more time. Inhale, reach out and up. Yeah, just grabbing this beautiful energy that exists around us, and exhale out and down. You know, we spend our days sometimes feeling good, sometimes feeling not so good, you know, and that's okay. Just know that things change. Just wait a minute. Yeah. And also when we're really feeling out of sorts, maybe a little cold, there's cold and I guess COVID variant is back. And so sometimes it's, you know, we're just feeling down and out. But usually my teacher will always say after 2¼ days, then things change in our body. Our cells are constantly replicating, right? They're dying off and they're replicating. So have that faith that I'm going to come out of this because my body's going to do well. Yeah. All right. One more time, let's just take our hands and reach them back, and then bring them little bit further back, and let's grab onto the right wrist with the left hand behind you. So we're just holding onto our wrist behind us. Good. And then gently reach those right fingers towards the floor. Again, engaging your kneecaps. You're in your mountain pose here. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just tilt the head over to the left. Feel that nice stretch all the way from our right ear down the right side of our neck, top of the shoulder. Such a nice stretch, especially after our eagles. Yeah. Good. And then take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, see if you can slowly, if it feels okay, roll your chin down towards your left armpit. Yeah, really opening up this upper body today. And then slowly roll the chin, the head back forward. And then on an inhale breath, just gently drag your right arm down to lift the head back up. Good. And release. Yeah. And relax. And back to your mountain pose. And close your eyes here, just nice and easy. And notice the left side, the left arm, the right side. And notice if there's a side that feels a little more expansion, maybe a little longer. So for me, yes, my right arm feels longer. So you can flutter your eyes open, slide your hands back, and let's grab onto the left wrist now with the right hand. Good. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, gently guide your left fingertips closer to the floor. Feel this big opening right here. Yeah. Nice for our lymphatic system, nice for our thyroid, thymus gland, immune system, yes. Take a nice breath in. And as we exhale, drop your head over to the right. Feel the expansion now on the left side. Keep breathing, nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Maybe with each exhale breath, those left fingertips just go another 1/8 of an inch closer to the floor. Maybe not. Okay. Now, if it's available to you, on an exhale breath, see if you can slowly roll your chin down towards your armpit. Take it slow. Yeah. Just take this to wherever your body allows. Good. Now opening up the back of that left side of the neck. Good. Nice. And then release, so slowly bring the head back forward. Good. And now gently drag those left fingertips down towards the floor to float the head back up. Good. And release and relax. So just shake it out just for a sec here, and then come to a stand. And just notice now if your shoulders are naturally moving back into place, right, stack, instead of coming forward. So the more we practice these upper body opening, that then says to the body, the brain, this is what's natural, right? Because our body will pick up habits when we do them over and over again, whether they're good habits or they're bad habits, right? So just this retraining of reminding, here's where the shoulder should be, not here, is really helpful. It's the wisdom of this practice. Yeah, good. All right, shake it out. All right, we're gonna come and do a few sun salutations here on this beautiful day. So make sure that you have space on either side of you to go just side to side, nice and easily. So we're gonna start in mountain pose. Good. And now we're gonna bring our hands into prayer position in front of our heart. And let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, release your arms down. Good. And on an inhale breath, step out to the right as you reach your arms up. Good. And then pay attention to your feet. Toes are about even with each other. You're gonna soften the knees, and as you exhale, you're gonna send your hips back, draw your arms back, and maybe reach them up towards the sky. Good. And now on an inhale breath, just as gracefully as you can, get everything back together. We look like a little candle on the cake of our country. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. All right, take a breath in. As you exhale, relax your arms down. On an inhale breath, step out to the left. Good. Toes are fairly even with each other. Exhale, soften the knees, reach the hips back, arms drop back, down and up. And then on an inhale breath, gently bring everything back together. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale out to the right. Exhale, go a little quicker. Down and up. Inhale, step to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to the left. Exhale, bow forward, arms down and up. Inhale, step together. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. And relax. Come to your mountain pose. Good. All right. So we're going to bring our legs a little bit wider apart. Coming into our goddess legs. Yeah, we're going to do a little combination here of eagle and goddess. So feet on an angle here. Good. And just get yourself situated in a stance that's comfortable for you. Yeah. You're going to bring your hands onto your hips and just drop one hip, the right hip, and then drop the left. Just feeling a stretch here. Just doing a gentle opening of the inside of our thigh. Yeah. Good. That tends to get short. Our hip flexor and this inner thigh tends to sort of shorten up because we're just a society that we sit a lot. Yeah. And now come back to center here. Good. All right, we're going to come into goddess pose. So let's start with bringing our hands onto our thighs, inner thighs here. We're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to soften your knees as you drop this pelvic floor down towards the floor, or just drop your hips. Yeah, and come a little bit towards the, now this is feeling a little bit tweaky for me on this knee. So I'm going to scoot my heels forward just a little bit. So I line up my knees with my heels. Yeah, a little bit more. And that takes the pressure off the knees, right? Yeah, so just find your goddess stance and then float your arms into cactus pose. Here we are in cactus pose. Yes, good. All right, take a nice breath in and exhale it out. So you're gently pressing into the pads of your toes. You're using your toes. Yeah, good. And breathing. Now we're going to go into eagle arms in our goddess pose. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to bring your arms forward. And we're going to drop the right arm and raise the left arm and hook at our elbows again. So just like when we were sitting. Yeah. So either here, maybe backs of the hands together. Maybe you grab onto that right thumb or the right palm with the left hand. Good. And maybe you come to your shoulders. Those are options. If your arms are up here, you can start to draw them away from your face. So your glute muscles are tight, your toes are pressing into the floor, your breath is big. And find 3 breaths here. You got it. Big breath in. As you exhale, try to relax your hips a little closer to the floor. Try to take the tension out of this challenge with your breath, your exhale breath. Belly's tucked in, glutes are engaged, thighs are working. This is a strengthening pose. On your next exhale breath, start to relax your elbows towards your chest. Release your hands. Slowly release the arms, untie them like we did. Sitting, good. And then stretch them out to either side. How are we doing? And exhale, relax your hands onto your thigh. Press into your toes. Slowly straighten the knees. Good. All right, lift the right toes up, pivot them forward. Left toes up, pivot them forward. If it's available to you and you're not on sticky carpet, toe heel, your feet back to hip distance apart, and shake out those feet, shake out those hands, shake out the body. Yeah, good. Get nice and loose. All right. That was a challenge. So hopefully you're taking care of yourself and you're modifying, doing things that you can do. Because when we do things that are not feeling good, we're stressing our body. And that's not what this practice is all about. We want to stretch, not stress. Yeah. All right. So should we try eagle on the other side with our goddess legs? And you can also, if the goddess is not working, let's come up to our stance. You cannot bend the knees, right? You can do your eagle arms just with wide legs if you want, or just with legs together. Yeah. All right. So here we are. It's a wide stance. Maybe you want to try it a little wider. Maybe not. Take a breath in Nice tall spine. As you exhale, send your hips straight down. So your hips are not going back here, it's straight down, right? So the knees naturally bend there. And again, take inventory of how your knees feel, how your stance feels. Sometimes it feels a little more stable to scoot your heels in. Yeah, just to find that sweet spot that feels good on your body. Good. And then reach your arms out to either side. Bend your elbows. Good. Take a breath in. So we're a nice tall spine. We're looking straight ahead. Take a breath in and exhale. Start to bring your arms forward. And this time the right arm a little bit higher than the left. So the right arm sits on top of the left elbow. Yeah. And then either backs of the hands together, fingers to palm, or you can grab the thumb of that right hand. Good. From the opposite side here. Or you can be grabbing onto your shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, maybe you draw your arms a little bit away from your face. Maybe you sink your hips down a little bit more. Take 2 more breaths here. You got it. Your glute muscles are engaged here. Belly is engaged. Toes are gently pressing into the floor. Anytime we activate our feet, it takes the pressure off our knees. Yeah, good. And when you're ready, relax the arms onto your chest. Slowly untie yourself here. Good. Gently reach your arms out to either side. Good. And exhale, relax the arms down. Press into your toes and slowly straighten your knees. Good. Lift your left toes up. Gently pivot them forward. Lift your right toes up, forward. And then heel toe your feet to that hip distance apart. Ha, shake it out. Wiggle it out. Nice work, everybody. All right, a little bit more for our feet here while we're standing. Yeah, so you might need the assistance of holding on to something. Maybe your chair, if your chair's in front of you, that's an option too. Yeah, good. So let's find our mountain pose. Good. And we're gonna just rock forward and back, massaging out the bottoms of our feet. So coming to the toes and to the heels, and to the toes and to the heels. And then flatten your feet. Good. And then we're gonna come up lift our heels, and we're gonna walk. You can do a little walk forward and back walk, or just side to side. Yeah, if that's, something that feels okay on your feet. Back to center, release your heels down. Here's a little bit of a balance. Yes, coming up onto our, lifting the toes. And now just side to side, massaging out that heel, walking on your heels. We always did this as little kids, right? Just for fun. Because we weren't so afraid to fall when we were little kids. It was part of our daily activity sometimes. And relax. Okay, so I want to come back to a little bit to that childhood. Yeah. And now this always feels good to me too. Just walking on the outsides of your feet, giving like that gentle massage to our feet. Good. And then relax. And then the insides of your feet. Good. Just massaging the insides. Good. And relax. Good. Little bit of a balanced pose here. Bring the weight into this right leg. Come up onto the toe or lift the leg up a little bit. And do a couple nice three slow circles in one direction. And then reverse, opposite direction. If that's not serving you, you can just do side to side with your heel. All right, and last one here. Let's just do the other side. So 3 slow circles, nice and stretchy. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Good. And relax. And shake it out. Good. Maybe let's come into a little bit of a march. Get our blood flowing here. Now our feet are nice and stretchy and strong. Maybe walk We'll do a little march forward and back. Yeah, if you want to get more of your heart rate going, you can do your march and bring your arms up and shake your arms. Yeah, or you can just do big arms in your march. And then coming to center and like widening your legs a little bit. Feel that work in your glutes right here. Good. Getting ourselves, this lower body nice and strong for our walking on this beautiful day. And back to center. Good. And slow it down. And relax. Find your mountain pose. Good. So let your heart rate, you can bring your hands onto your heart if you'd like. Yeah. I just had a new grandson and he lays like this a lot, or like this. Because it's comforting, isn't it? Yeah. Bringing out this practice brings out the little child in us in a good, such a good way. Good. And release that down. Good. All right, we're gonna come to a back body stretch. So with downward dog. So you're gonna need the back of your chair here. Yeah, or the seat of your chair, a wall, a table, something to lay your hands on. Good. And then we're gonna start to walk back. Just 1 foot at a time, taking a little stroll as far back as you can go. Feet are about hip distance apart, or if you want to try today, you can bring them a little wider apart. Sometimes that feels good on the low back. Soften your knees, bend your knees. Lay your head between your arms. Stretch your hips back as you reach your arm, your fingers forward. And breathe. Nice long, slow, deep breath. In and out of the nose. You can even blow the air out through your straw as you exhale. Notice on the exhale breath, you go a little deeper into the stretch. If you want to stretch the hamstrings a little bit, feel free to straighten the knees and reach the hips back. Feel a stretch in that hamstring. Good. And then softening the knees, slowly looking up towards the back of your chair. Heel toeing your feet one at a time back to about hip distance apart. And then slowly taking a walk back to your back of your chair. Slowly bringing the body up to a stand. And relax. Good. So find your nice mountain pose here. On an inhale breath, reach your arms out and up. Good. And let's interlace our hands above our head. Yes, like that. Yeah. Then bend your elbows, flip your palms up. And as you're pressing down into the pads of your toes, reach the palms of your hands up towards the sky. Good. And just find that nice, feel that stretch from your waist down and your waist up. Yeah. Good. And exhale, slowly bring your hands, float them down. Good. Bring your palms forward. Bring your hands gently behind your head. I just like this one. Bring your thumbs down alongside the sides of the back of your neck. So your thumbs are down here, like a little brace for your neck. Yeah, reach the elbows back. Feel free to lean your head back. Fan your elbows open as much as it feels good. And again, opening up that whole heart space. Our solar plexus, our throat chakra, all these 3 central chakras wide open. And relax the head back forward and slowly unlace your hands and And bring your fingers to your shoulders here. And drop your elbows down. And bring your elbows forward and up. And just do a couple of nice slow circles with your elbows. Again, opening up this whole upper body. Good. Sending some nice synovial fluid all around that shoulder joint. Good. And the elbows come down, pause, and let's just do a couple opposite direction. Nice and slow. It should feel nice. I love to feel that motion with my fingers that is happening in my shoulders. Next time the elbows come down, release the arms down, shake it out. Good. All right, nice work. Let's make our way back to our chairs here. So mindfully sitting, yes. So first get yourself situated, see what's going on behind you there, especially if you have an office chair or rolly chair. Just always make sure that that chair is right behind you before you go sit down. The other day, it kind of rolled away and I went to sit down and it was like, whoops. So sending your hips back, maybe going about 2/3 of the way down, stopping there, checking in. Take a breath in and send your hips a little bit further back, maybe grabbing the front of that chair, but not putting too much pressure on, as little as possible with the hands. And then using your toes, your feet, your leg strength, let the hips fall back down into your chair. Nice, good. All right. So we're gonna bring our legs together here. And then we're gonna roll our knees out to the side, and as best you can, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Yeah, good. And just coming into this Baddha Konasana. Yeah, butterfly. Lots of butterflies are out there now. Butterflies and bees. I like to just sit in the morning in my little garden and just watch the bees and the wasps that come and go, and they're just doing their thing. Yeah, good. And then taking your hands and bringing your hands to the outside of your knees and bringing them back together. And then let's just squeeze our legs together. Lift your pelvic floor muscles up off your chair and then relax. This is an easy thing to do. If you're on an airplane trip, if you're on a car trip, right? There's so many things you can do by just when you're sitting there, right? By just engaging muscles. Let's do that again. Squeeze your legs together, lift the pelvic floor muscles up, engage those glute muscles, squeeze them, squeeze, 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 and release. One more time, squeeze, 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 and release. Good. Now we're gonna heel toe our feet back out to a wide stance. Good. Situate your hips on your sit bones here. Actually, I'm changing my mind. We're gonna toe heel our feet back to. It was good work for our feet there. We're gonna do a twist a little bit differently today. Yes, so we're gonna take this right hip, you grab onto your chair and scoot your right hip back. Yeah. Good. So your right hip is just a little bit further back than your left. You're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to turn at your waist over to the right. Take your left hand on the outside of the right side. Your right hand, press it down right behind that right hip. Yes. Press down into the palm of your hand. Stretch the top of your head up gently towards the sky. So keep a nice tall spine. And then as you exhale, relax the body a little bit and turn and look over that right shoulder. So this just allows for a little bit more space to do a little bit deeper twist and breathe into your belly. So twists help to release toxins in the intestinal tract, your gut. Good. One more breath here. The belly rises and falls as you breathe. That massages out that colon and middle, your organs. And as you exhale, relax now the body. Slowly turn your head back forward. Slowly bring your body back forward. Good. And again, you can grab onto your chair and scoot that right hip forward. So now your hip bones are even. And now let's scoot the left hip back slightly. Good. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, turn at your waist over to the left. So hopefully this feels like you have a little bit more space to turn in that twist. So right hand on the outside of the left thigh, left hand palm right behind that left hip. Press down into that left palm. Reach the top of your head up slightly. As you exhale, relax the body a little bit. Press into that right hand into your thigh to help turn you over to the left. Head turns to the left. Shins parallel to the floor. Breathe. Yeah. Long, slow, deep breath. Good. Belly rises as you inhale, draws back as you exhale. Exaggerate that belly breath. On your next exhale breath, relax. Slowly turn your head back forward. Good. Slowly turn the body back forward. Hold on to your chair as you slide the left hip next to the right. Good. Roll out the shoulders. Just to even us out a little bit, we're going to drop our hands, grab the back of our chair here. Reach those shoulder blades. Try to touch your shoulder blades. You should feel pretty open now up here. And then as you exhale, just let the body drop forward gently. Yeah. Good. Just a couple breaths here. And then find your feet. Wiggle your toes one more time. Press down into the pads of your toes as you slowly bring your body back up. Good. And then release your hands, relax them down. And let's get ready for final relaxation, most important pose of the hour. Yeah. Scoot your hips all the way back. I say important because it allows the body to relax and all the great stuff that we just did, right? The stretching, the blood flow, the oxygen is, will go to cellular level. Because again, our cells are constantly regenerating. So don't ever lose hope. If you have a little medical situation happening or whatever, don't ever lose hope because you can always regenerate your body. Those cells will regenerate until the day you die, right? Yeah. All right. So finding a nice comfortable chair. Bringing your palms up on your laps. Some of you like to lay down in your Shavasana. That's fine. Close your eyes. And take a nice big breath in. And blow it out with your straw. Get that last candle. Yeah, that 50th candle. One more breath in through the nose. Blow it out. As if you're blowing out all your past. Yeah. And one more big breath in. Bringing in new. Exhale it out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your fingers. Feel your throat relax. Your heart. Your belly. Your hips. Legs. Feet. And your toes. Whole body's relaxed. Notice your breath, music of your breath. Notice the air as it goes into your nostrils and the breath as it exits your nostrils. Breath is relaxed and soft. And just notice the rhythm of your breath. And feel free to remain here as long as you'd like. Should you choose to come back now into this space slowly, begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Move the body. Bring a little smile to your face. Bringing our hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. Take a nice big deep breath in. Fill your heart. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. Relax your shoulders. We'll end with this. Real freedom. Real freedom is freedom from the future and freedom from the past. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself on this amazing day. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.